My name's Hannah Story. I'm a second year law and criminology student at the University of Sheffield, and I've been a young carer for about 10 years. I care for my 23-year-old sister. She developed supposed viral encephalitis when she was about 12. Viral encephalitis is a viral infection on the frontal cortex of your brain. So that means basically that she doesn't understand like risks, because that's all in the like frontal cortex of your brain, sort of like social situations, and she struggles to sort of see like differentiate between like good and bad intentions in people, which can make it quite difficult because she's 23 and on the surface she looks like a very sort of functioning member of society. It makes her a very vulnerable person. I still have quite a lot of support from a lot of people to go into higher education. My support worker was like such a driving force, and she met me when I was like 14 and had no interest in higher education, and then she sort of like over the years sort of persuaded me more. My mum and dad were definitely a big support system, and were really encouraging. I was terrified of not being a carer. And I think no one really talks about the carer's guilt that comes away with moving from someone that you've spent the best part of your life looking after and then just sort of moving away. And I felt very much like I'd sort of just left my mum and dad to fend for themselves with my sister, and she was a handful, and you trust me, you need more than 6 hands to look after her. Yeah, and sort of being able not sort of be compatible almost with peers in the sense of I have very different interests to them. I also have very different outlooks on a lot of things, just due to having responsibilities at an earlier age, which can be difficult at times. But there was always like-minded people around you at university anyway. As a young carer, I receive a range of support from the University of Sheffield. I get like financial support through a bursary, which comes in like twice a year, and that helps sort of like with university things, but not just that, sort of like petrol and getting home, because that is sort of a worry I think that a lot of young carers have, that sort of something happens that like you're not going to be there, and so that provides quite a bit of comfort for that, and a little bit of leeway. And then there's like wellness teams and like academic wellness teams, which you can just book an appointment with online, and they're really great. So with like terms of academic like wellness, they're a lot more like sort of lenient with like extensions, and they also like, because I'm in regular contact with them, normally extensions can take longer to get approved, but because I'm in contact with them, it's normally about a day, which also helps things out, because I've had friends who've waited like a week. Progressing higher education is a really scary thought, but there's lots of ways that you can do it to sort of make it around you. So I chose to move away from home, but like you don't have to move away from home. You can definitely go somewhere local. There's great universities that are on your doorstep. It sort of depends on what experience you're looking for. I'd probably tell every young carer that if you can, to move out, and sort of have that independence that you probably never had before because of other responsibilities. And I think just remember that sort of if you don't like sort of think you're in straight away, that you just need to wait a little while and just sort of wait it out, and it will settle, because I found it quite an adjustment. But it's really important that you sort of see the independence that further education can bring you, which is really great, to be honest, so yeah.